Love my stove, and I moved into this house about 10 years ago, and I remember the chimney wasn't working so well. There was a lot of smoke coming out of the chimney, and even when we lit it, I then had it fixed with some contractors, and I got the traditional grill and fire sort of rack. So it worked for a while. My daughter has severe allergies, so I was wanting to use the fire, but there was still a lot of smoke smell around the house, and especially going up into the top floor. So I didn't use it that much. I then traveled to the UK a few years later, and I saw the stoves, and I was like, oh my God, I really want this. And I actually figured out, I actually spoke to one of the companies there on whether they can actually put the flume. It was costing me a lot to import, so I gave up on the idea. It was taking too long, so I decided to just leave it. And then one day I came across the Rusty Fundi on Instagram, and I thought, wow, somebody's doing this in Kenya. It's great. So then I consulted them. The owner, Jonathan, came over. It was really, really, really nice of him. And he gave me his honest view on what's going to work and what's not going to work. He really inspected the fireplace. Yeah, and he says, look, we can do something. So I picked a design. This was his COVID baby. I was one of his first clients. So I think just post-COVID, we installed this. I've never looked back since. It's brilliant. It works amazing. I can light it anytime, no smell, no smoke, and it provides me so much warmth through the house. There are 2 fans that he also, it's an accessory that he offered, and these fans actually distribute warmth through the house. So I also invested in those, and as you can see, the fire is beautiful. It's amazing, and the best part is that the simplicity of the stove is what I love, because it goes really well with the aesthetics of my house. It's not so kind of bold, but it's there, and it just, especially when the fire's on, it just looks amazing. Yeah, because I'm quite particular with how things look around my house, so it works really well. And I use it all the time in the cold, and it's very easy to light when I entertain, when I want to just sit by the fire and do some work and stuff. So it's amazing. So thank you, Rusty Fundi, and also the after-sale service has been amazing. So if I've ever had a problem, never had a problem actually, but if I have any questions where I'm stuck with something, or maybe I've forgotten how to light it or something, which happened initially, they were always on call. And they still are. So I only had 1 fan up until recently, and so I called them and they delivered the next fan straight away. So yeah, the solutions are great. I think now when I look at their Instagram page and their marketing, and when I speak to Jonathan himself, they've really evolved. They've produced so many amazing products, and I think you have any design or any idea, you should just reach out to them.